No one saw this coming. Chris Marek, the man once seen as the calm, steady presence beside Amy Roloff, now finds himself at the center of controversy. From whispers of secret debt to explosive claims of greedy demands behind the scenes, fans are asking, who is the real Chris Marek? Was his charm just a cover? And how deep does this scandal go? The internet is ablaze. Social media threads are unraveling faster than anyone can keep up. From cozy dinners with Amy to private conversations caught off guard, something just isn't adding up. And now, as the cracks begin to show, what's surfacing is nothing short of shocking. Could the man who vowed to support Amy through thick and thin actually be hiding something massive from her, the family, and even TLC producers? Welcome to this breaking deep dive report on one of the most stunning developments to hit Little People, Big World in recent memory. Today, we pull back the curtain on the growing scandal surrounding Chris Marek, the husband of Amy Roloff. He's always played the part of the level-headed, lovable partner who brought calm after the storm of Amy's divorce from Matt. But insiders are now painting a much darker picture. Whispers have turned into roars. Hidden debt that's reportedly been swept under the rug for years. Greedy demands related to family property, production rights, and even Amy's private income. Manipulation that's left Amy, her children, and the rest of the Roloff family reeling. What started as subtle tension has escalated into a full-blown family crisis, one that threatens to derail not only Chris and Amy's marriage, but also the legacy of the Roloff brand itself. So, in today's episode, we're breaking it all down. The allegations about Chris's mounting financial troubles. What insiders are calling shocking and selfish demands. The emotional toll on Amy Roloff and her heartbreaking response. Where Matt Roloff and the rest of the family stand in all of this. And how TLC might be pivoting in light of the behind-the-scenes drama. Get ready, because what we've uncovered might just change everything you thought you knew about Chris Marek. Hello viewers, welcome back to my channel. For Roloff family latest news update, please subscribe to the channel and press the bell icon. As the fog of admiration that once surrounded Chris Marek begins to lift, a startling picture is emerging, one that has fans, insiders, and even Amy's closest confidants deeply concerned. At the heart of the controversy are explosive claims that Chris's intentions may not have been as pure as they once seemed. Shocking demands surface. According to multiple behind-the-scenes sources close to the Roloff family, Chris Marek has allegedly been applying quiet yet persistent pressure on Amy Roloff to liquidate more of her personal assets. One claim making waves is that Chris wanted Amy to consider selling off additional shares of the Roloff family farm, a property loaded with legacy, memories, and sentimental value. Though Amy had already sold her portion to Matt, insiders reveal that Chris allegedly pushed her to give up even more, including any business interests she retained or profited from post-sale. What's more, whispers from those familiar with the couple's finances suggest that Chris has been eyeing Amy's book royalties as a potential revenue stream he could tap into. Amy, who has published several successful books recounting her life, parenting, and experiences as a little person, built that platform well before meeting Chris. But now, fans are questioning whether Chris is seeking to insert himself financially into a legacy he had no role in building. Adding fuel to the fire are unconfirmed reports that Chris demanded a larger portion of Amy's TLC contract payouts, as well as profits from her social media partnerships and brand deals. These are endeavors Amy cultivated independently, yet the timing of Chris's alleged demands, after their wedding, has some questioning whether his intentions were always genuine or if he waited until he had legal and emotional leverage. Prenup problems and financial tensions. One of the most concerning revelations centers around the lack of a prenuptial agreement. It's been widely speculated that Chris refused to sign a prenup before tying the knot with Amy. This move raised eyebrows among fans, especially given Amy's existing wealth, assets, and income from her long-standing television career. Some sources even claim that Chris attempted to renegotiate their financial agreements after the wedding, allegedly citing changes in joint responsibilities and pushing for access to Amy's existing bank accounts. While none of this has been officially confirmed by the couple, the consistency of these rumors is making them harder to ignore. A particularly tension-filled moment captured on an episode of Little People, Big World added fuel to the speculation. Amy, appearing visibly frustrated, made a cryptic comment. "Not everything is equal." Though the statement was brief, fans immediately latched onto it as a possible reference to unequal financial burdens or expectations within the marriage, possibly hinting at underlying resentment regarding Chris's role and contributions. Greedy patterns in Chris's behavior. The online fanbase has become its own investigative unit, dissecting scenes and interviews to identify patterns of what they call greedy behavior. Some viewers have noted instances where Chris appears to pressure Amy into luxury vacations or high-end purchases, items that align more with his interests than hers. A few episodes show Amy expressing hesitation about costs, only to be met with Chris's persuasive insistence. Other fans claim Chris is overly eager to appear in scenes involving monetized activities, such as product promotions or sponsored trips. They argue that his presence in these situations seems calculated and financially motivated. More alarming are accusations of emotional manipulation. Certain moments captured on the show, and even more off-camera chatter, suggest that Chris might be using subtle psychological tactics to push Amy into making financial decisions she wouldn't normally agree to. Some longtime viewers have gone as far as to say that Amy's once vibrant and independent energy seems muted in recent appearances, raising the possibility that she's trying to keep peace in the relationship, even at her own expense. Tension with Zach and Jeremy. Amy's children, particularly Zach and Jeremy, are reportedly uncomfortable with Chris's increasing financial influence. Family insiders say that the brothers, who have always been fiercely protective of their mother, have voiced concerns about Chris's intentions, especially when it comes to inheritance and family legacy. These tensions may explain the increasingly visible distance between Amy and her kids in recent months. Observant fans have noted that Amy appears less involved in big family events, and some speculate it's due to underlying drama between Chris and the Roloff children. With the family farm once considered a unifying element, the possibility that Chris's behavior is contributing to a deeper divide is deeply unsettling. As the rumors gain traction, speculation is now turning to TLC's involvement. Could the network be fanning the flames of controversy for ratings? Reality television thrives on drama, and it wouldn't be the first time a production team has leaned into real-life tension to enhance storytelling. Some fans believe this storyline is being strategically amplified by the showrunners to boost viewership, particularly in a season where other major plotlines are thinning. Others argue that TLC may be trying to protect the brand image of its more sympathetic stars, namely Amy and her children, by quietly nudging Chris into the villain role. Whether that's deliberate or incidental, the impact is the same. Chris's public image has shifted dramatically, from Amy's knight in shining armor to a man viewed with suspicion, greed, and possibly exploitation. The impact of these allegations is already rippling through the fanbase and Roloff family dynamics alike. What started as whispers is now turning into a roar, and the truth, no matter how deeply buried, seems destined to come out. While Amy Roloff hasn't directly addressed the allegations or swirling rumors about Chris Marek's secret debt and reported financial pressures, her online presence has noticeably shifted. Her recent Instagram captions have taken a far more introspective tone. Quotes about trust, starting over, and standing strong even when it hurts have replaced her usual upbeat family content. Many fans believe Amy is speaking between the lines, hinting at betrayal or inner conflict without airing it outright. In recent videos and appearances, sharp-eyed viewers have noticed Amy dodging any mention of money, business, or shared finances. In one interview where she was asked about the future of her personal brand and whether she'd write another cookbook, she seemed uneasy, her body language stiffened, and she redirected the conversation to her grandchildren. What's even more telling are the subtle shifts in Amy's engagement with her fans. Previously, she was open about sharing behind-the-scenes moments with Chris. Lately, his absence from her posts is glaring. Is it a social media strategy or a real-life reflection of something broken? Reactions from close friends and Molly Roloff. Among those close to Amy, there's quiet concern. Molly Roloff, known for staying out of the limelight, hasn't commented publicly. But fans speculate that her growing distance from public family matters may not just be personal preference. Sources suggest that Molly is protective of her mother and never fully warmed to Chris. Amy's close friends from her cooking live streams have also been noticeably more reserved. One longtime friend recently posted a cryptic story about knowing your worth even when others don't see it, prompting fans to wonder whether this was a subtle show of solidarity with Amy. Children's views and suspicions. Zach Roloff has long been cautious around Chris. Although Amy has tried to promote family unity, Zach has kept a respectful distance from his stepfather. Could it be that Zach saw something before the rest of us did? His focus on his own young family with Tori has intensified, and he rarely joins group family events where Chris is present. Jeremy and Audrey Roloff's detachment from the show may not have just been about lifestyle preferences. Insiders speculate they became wary of the dynamics at play, particularly if Chris's alleged financial strategies seemed more self-serving than family-oriented. Audrey, known for her strong sense of family values, has posted about the importance of protecting your household from unhealthy influences. Then there's Jacob. As the most outspoken and least filtered of the Roloff siblings, Jacob's response could go either way. He's historically been distrustful of the TLC narrative machine and skeptical of outsiders, but also known to defend family privacy fiercely. Should Jacob speak out, it might be either a scathing critique or a shocking defense of Chris. But for now, he remains silent. Fan response: split, loud, and fierce. Across online platforms, the fan base is deeply divided. Reddit threads are filled with detailed speculation. Some longtime viewers are disappointed, expressing feelings of betrayal. "I rooted for Amy to be happy again. Chris seemed so genuine," one post reads. Others go further, calling Chris another mad in disguise. Facebook groups, where many LPBW fans gather, show similar rifts. One group poll showed nearly 68% of fans now distrust Chris and think Amy should distance herself. YouTube comment sections are on fire with debates, some defending Chris as just being fiscally smart, while others believe his so-called practicality is code for manipulation. The fanbase's perception of Chris has shifted dramatically. Where he was once seen as the charming, stable contrast to Matt's intensity, he's now being compared unfavorably to Amy's ex by many of the same people who once cheered him on. The TLC angle. What's next for the show? With all the drama unfolding, fans are now wondering how much of this will make it into the next season of Little People, Big World. TLC has historically leaned into controversy to boost ratings, and this situation presents a perfect storm. However, Chris's role may be at a crossroads. According to a production insider, executives are divided. Some want to expand on the tension, creating a storyline arc centered around the backlash, Amy's struggles, and Chris's intentions. Others fear that doubling down on this conflict could alienate viewers who are already uncomfortable. Amy herself may also be reconsidering her place on the show. If the emotional toll grows and trust within her inner circle fractures, stepping away might feel like the healthiest option. For now, she continues to film, but fans are watching closely for signs of hesitation or burnout. With tensions rising, trust crumbling, and opinions split, the Roloff family's next chapter looks anything but peaceful. The question remains: can they heal privately, or will the cameras capture a family coming undone in real time? Chris Marek, once embraced by fans as the refreshing, down-to-earth presence in Amy Roloff's life, now finds himself at the center of controversy. The revelations over the past hour have cast a long shadow over his once squeaky clean image. From hidden debts that may have been concealed from Amy, to aggressive demands for financial control and unconfirmed rumors of manipulation, a once-celebrated love story is now facing intense public scrutiny. As whispers grow louder online, and even within the Roloff fan community, TLC's silence only fuels more speculation. What was once perceived as a loving, late-in-life romance is being reevaluated under a harsh spotlight. Fans who once cheered on Amy's second chance at happiness are now asking difficult questions. Was Chris ever truly transparent about his financial past? Did he see Amy as a partner or as a stepping stone to comfort and clout? Meanwhile, Amy's behavior has shifted, with more cautious social media posts, fewer joint appearances, and what some interpret as subtle tension during interviews. Is she starting to feel the pressure? Or is she standing firm beside the man she chose to trust?